Hola, Consuelo.
Hola, ¿cómo estás, mía?
Está bien. That's all I got. Okay,
Uh,
so last time, let me get this together.
ajá,
Last
ya,
time we went live, I did not
ajá.
have my live on my Facebook page, my personal page. So I was making sure that's okay. Are you back on, Letitia? Are we back on? Okay. Sorry, you guys. First of all, David, hello. How are you, David?
I'm doing fine. How are you?
I'm doing great. I see that you are in your ambiance of a living room again, my dear
You
friend.
know what? I stumbled into this random white people house, and this is what
Oh,
happened.
oh my God.
I'm
First of
just
all, white
here.
people are not the only people that live good like that. But okay. So, episode 2, David,
Yeah,
for
uh-huh,
We Time Podcast, we
yeah,
had some interesting, and by
uh-huh,
interesting, it was all my fault.
mm,
With
mm,
with
mm,
this technology today.
mm.
So, yeah, it's been fun times.
Fun
David's been
times.
blaming me. Yeah, you've been blaming me.
Oh no, I'm not blaming you. You were blaming me. I didn't say nothing.
Whatever,
You said
whatever. We
it's
already got
your
comments.
technology. It's your technology,
It's.
dude.
I did not realize
Well,
that
it's not
my
my technology
audio
this time.
box. I was messing with it. I was messing with it, and I did not realize that the box was messed up. So sue me, okay? 4 minutes out.
Yeah.
We're on colored people time, so it is what it is. Okay, alrighty. Guess what,
Right.
David?
What?
We're on episode 2. And our topic today,
Boss.
since you didn't even know, is WITEF and not WITEF. Not WITEF. It's
What if?
I, ju-
What if?
I just realized
What
WITEF.
if?
It's really what in the entire fudge. I said I wasn't gonna
Okay.
cuss. I said I was
Yes, you
gonna be
did.
good with cussing
This is
today.
supposed to be a family broadcast, ma'am.
Yeah, okay. Mm-hmm. What in the I have to slow it down. WITEF.
What if?
WITEF. What if I would like a cup of tea?
Hmm. Man.
What
I
in the
guess.
entire fudge cakes and a half is going on? It is going to be an interesting uh broadcast today because yeah, I got some fun topics for you.
Okay.
I know a
Okay.
couple of them you sent me and one I sent you and then the rest is just we just going to do what we do. There's only like 5 of them, but um before we get into it,
Okay.
I just want to know, did you have if you could have a did you have a what the f moment? I mean, what a white if moment this week at all? What if? What if? We'll see
What
what
if?
if. So we're
What?
not being, you
What
know.
in the? Oh. I did have one of those moments.
You did.
Yeah, I did. I had one of those moments watching somebody drive on the highway, and you just minding your business on the highway, and there's a big semi truck just driving right beside you, and then somebody just
Jumps right in front of you.
jumped right in front of the semi truck like it wasn't even there.
People like to do that. That's why semi trucks be like, these people is crazy.
But I
People do
mean,
like to do that.
I
Oh, are you
mean, it's,
shared on your platforms?
yeah. I'm over
Okay.
there. I'm over there. I'm over there.
I
I'm
had to
over
go.
there.
I had to go and go live and change the way my live was because, as I just said last week, I didn't realize till we were done that it was locked. That only I could see it. So yeah, that was
Uh,
fun times for
I
sure.
don't understand how you pull that off, but okay.
I don't know either.
Yeah, I'm
But
over here
okay, so
copying and sending stuff out. Like, hey, watch this show. Do that.
that's what I. Yeah.
Do
Okay.
that.
So you and my husband was making fun of me, but the world doesn't know y'all was making fun of me because I like pardon the
Oops,
eruption.
sorry.
Pardon the eruption. Oh my god. I said I was gonna be good today. Pardon the interruption or whatever. That show where they have that little countdown of the topics and they have 2 minutes to talk about those topics, right?
Okay.
We don't have a 2 minute ticker, but
Darn
I do want to do something to where we kind of tackle into these topics. So
Okay.
And I
Okay.
know you're so not prepared for this. So this is going
Uh,
to be fun. At least for me, it's going to be fun. Now,
okay.
let's go see if my let me see. Hold on. I had to make a different screen layout for us earlier in order to do this. So I'm going to present.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Ooh-wee.
this is a little
All
segment I'd
right.
like to call
Look at
Ooh Wee Time. It's not
that.
it's not
Ooh-wee.
it's
Look
not
at
just
that.
we
Look at
time,
that.
it's Ooh Wee Time.
See, I see that person in the the afro. That look like a ooh-wee moment right there. Ooh-wee. Look at that, bro.
Don't hate. Don't
Just
hate.
let
Don't
your
I feel like you are just mad because you about to be bald headed
Nah,
in about
nah,
5 more
nah, nah.
years. Bald head
Nah,
scallywag. That's your
no,
new
no,
nickname.
no bald head here right here. I tell
Mm.
you, man, I'm Irie. I got the Jamaican hair going now, but
Oh, stop it. Stop it. You sound Australian.
good day,
Okay,
mate.
so
All right,
we are
let's go.
about to have what Tish would like to call an ooey moment. Okay.
All right.
Okay. So what we're gonna do is I got these prepared slides,
Uh-huh.
and we just gonna rock with it. That's what we're gonna do.
All right, let's
Okay.
go. Fire it out.
Slide number one. Riddle me this, Batman. I sent I sent you this. You like that? You like that? I know. I know. I was really my my brain.
I'm sorry
The
because you
gears
can't
were
see
going when I was making this little.
you can't see the video, man. How Roker ran that whole video.
Listen to me. Oh, that's what you're laughing at. Yes, I sent you this video because I was flabbergasted because everybody know me. I'm in the shower like once or twice a day. Like I gotta take a shower. I can't not take a shower. So this was a question that they had on their talk show or whatever. And the lady says, according to dermatologists, how often should you shower per week? Now, David, out of those
Mhm,
options, A, every day, B, 2 to 3 times a week, C, 5 times a week, or D, once a week.
mhm.
First and foremost, anybody that answered D is nasty and they are no longer my friend.
Hold on, hold on, hold on.
And it,
So
yes, yes,
it's funny that you
yes,
bring that up, D.
yeah.
There is a famous streamer, like a lot of people watch this person, and they asked them a similar question. And
Oh,
this dude said that he wore the same shirt for a month.
the same what?
Shirt.
He didn't wash it?
No.
You know what? I'm starting to realize that these conversations are normally conversations that men have. A woman, there is not one woman on this earth that's gonna go up to another woman and be like, "Yo, girl, how many times you shower? You wear that same shirt?" That's not happening because we have different pockets.
Well, I
That's
mean,
not well. Actually, you know what? That one girl that went viral, which I hope that was a hoax, but that girl that went viral talking about never mind. I
yeah,
don't want to be
yeah.
grossed out today,
But
but that girl.
yeah, it's a certain thing you gotta watch.
I
You some
I
people
can't.
some
That's
people,
gross.
they don't have a lot of weight, but people that have a lot of weight, they have extra flaps, and those flaps generate a lot of friction, and that friction
Uh,
it's
Forget that.
it's hot spots. It's hot
Okay,
spots for people.
exactly,
It's hot
exactly.
spots. That's
There's,
what I'm saying.
but it ain't
And then
just
like
women's hot
women
spots.
they
No,
got more because they got two sitting on their chest, and then they got armpits, and then you got
wait a
depending
minute,
on
y'all got armpits too. I don't know if you knew that. I don't know if you
I
had
know
talked to
that, but I'm
God
just saying
and asked him what this was, but you have an armpit too. You got two of them.
I'm
Matter
just
of
saying,
fact.
I'm just saying it's just like it's just a constellation of places where stuff just gathers and it,
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. Now, and it's funny that you say that a man had said he wore the same shirt for a whole week because if I
he
remember
said a whole
correctly,
month.
a whole month. That's even worse. 2 days. 2 days is because the second day you just run in and go grab something to eat real quick.
Yeah,
You got to
yeah,
run to the gas station.
But
That's
dude was
that's too
like,
much.
no, "There's nothing wrong with it." But then,
Bullshit. Oop,
but
I said I
then,
wasn't
hold
gonna
on, hold
cuss.
on, hold on, hold on. Let's take it even further. There are certain
Mm-mm.
people that say that, it's crazy that people use wash towels to wash their behinds.
Who says that?
Have you not seen that video?
Who says it?
Man,
You know what?
lucky I can't pull that mess up right now, man. It was a podcast. They were sitting up there talking about that. It's it's for people that are poor to worry about washing with soap bars and rags.
I know somebody was lying. I know they was just trying to get likes. They had to been just trying to get likes. Oh, hi from
Man,
Manchester, England.
you, I'm a
Look.
start.
Wow. Hello,
Wow,
Virgil. How are
hello.
you?
So
Uh,
I'm gonna tell you, man. I end up watching a lot of crazy stuff because my sister is crazy and I'm crazy, and we just sit up there and laugh about all kinds of stuff. And I understand that sometimes it may be cultural things that's different for people, but as far as it goes with big black people, yeah, they gotta wash a lot.
it ain't even
Sometimes it's twice a day. You
I
know,
ain't even gonna lie to you. It's not really to me. It doesn't matter if you white, black, purple, yellow, Puerto Rican, or Haitian with good conversation. Wash your parts because a lot of times it's not. It's what comes out of your pores. So you got people that have different foods that they eat. Like
that's
I'm not
true.
trying to be
That's true.
funny, but like spices and curry and stuff like that. That stuff comes out.
That does come out.
Garlic comes out of your pores. You gotta wash your butt. You
I
have
wonder
to.
if asparagus would come
What
out
is wait?
your
What is a
pores.
face? Oh, face flannel, like a
Ah,
washcloth. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
And
You gotta have that.
I use I use their like silicone things. I went and
Oh,
bought a
one of the
bunch
buffer
for.
pads.
Yeah, I went and bought, and on my face I have an exfoliation, and then for other parts of my body I have exfoliation, like a glove. But my face I have an exfoliation specifically for my face. It's just
Oh,
like a
look.
little scrubby, and I have a silicone one, and I have one that exfoliates. So I use the exfoliation, then I use the silicone to soften it up, and then I
Mhm.
do what I
Those
do.
gloves are the truth too, though.
Oh yeah,
Those
oh yeah.
exfoliating gloves, yeah, man, makes the
But
skin smooth.
I used to go to when I first started going to an esthetician. She was like, "You should use that." So I swear by it now. But let's get back to this because
Mhm.
only men will say stuff like that. I remember somebody, I won't say their name, but somebody was having a conversation with coworkers, and they were like, "How many times do you wear your jeans before you wash them?" And
Is
I was
that
like, and then they
is
asked
that
me, "Do you think?"
was it construction workers?
Mm-mm. I I
I'm
have
sorry.
no
I'm sorry.
idea.
I digress. I digress.
Thank you.
Uh,
Anyway,
yeah.
so how often what do you think the answer to this is?
Hmm. I mean, it'd be like twice for most black people that's in summertime.
It ain't black people. It's just people. They're just
No,
people.
no, 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 no,
Virgil said.
no,
Wait a minute.
no, no,
He
no,
said.
no.
Virgil said she can always smell what I ate.
Well,
Virgil,
Virgil, hey man, I appreciate you
listen,
being honest and letting us know. And
listen.
a woman, her nose knows. It's like Toucan Sam. She knows what's going on. And I mean, if
Yes,
you are eating, garlic and all kinds of other stuff, it comes out in your pores, man.
it
Just like
does.
alcohol. You drink too much alcohol, you'll smell like a distillery. But
Especially tequila.
tequila.
One margarita, I'ma open my legs. Two, never
Oh
mind. Okay,
no.
I said I was gonna be good. So let's get back to this. The answer to this question, according to dermatologists, was B, 2 to 3 times a week. Do you know Al Roker almost lost his marbles when
That's
if
why I
you
was
watch, you
laughing at
guys have
that
to watch
video.
this video. I'll link it later. I'll link it when
You
I
need
get
to,
an
yeah, you
opportunity.
definitely got to link that one because that whole
When I
interaction
tell
between
you,
him and the
he
lady,
was like,
and
she was
he's,
like, what? It, listen,
it was like
listen.
one of those moments when they came out and told you we've been playing Uno wrong for all of our lives. It's like, hold on, no, 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 you are
Ain't no
wrong.
way. Ain't no way. That's
Ain't
why I
no,
said riddle me this,
ain't no
Batman.
way, ain't no
Ain't no
way,
way.
ain't no
And
way,
you gonna be
ain't no
like, oh boy, ain't no way I'm fucking. Ain't no way. Not today. Not today. And then don't even act like it's, a certain special time for women, cause ain't no way. I probably in the shower 14 times, washing off stuff, and you just gotta, I don't know if maybe it's just me. You just gotta feel fresh. Like if I just be outside too long, I feel like the bugs and bit 14 times too many. I'm getting in the shower.
Oh
I be
yeah.
yelling at Mike, "Don't you sit on my couch? You gonna get that chicken on me?" I don't be
Oh
playing.
well, the
Okay.
outdoors follows you in.
Yeah.
The outdoors
No.
follows
Mm-mm.
you in.
You don't put the outside on the bed. Mm-mm. No. No. Okay. Here's the next. Wait a minute.
Oh
That jumped. That jumped. You're a hater. Now you got a preview of what's about to happen, but that's okay. Jonathan Majors, you wanted to add this. I thought that he was just kind of going through courts and he's going through some things with his ex. But you brought up a good point when we were having an off-camera discussion about this.
hmm
So
so what? Okay,
you said, "Oh
so
my God, for real? Is we about to play this game? Because I'm about to.
look,
I'm about
you brought it up, and I thought you was about to bring it in, like bam, lay it on the table. Here goes
no this.
all the information right here. But no, my boy Jonathan Majors, man, he's actually been doing a lot as far as an actor, and then all of a sudden, this fallout came with him and his ex girlfriend, and
Mm-hmm.
this is allegedly, it was a assault. So he got locked up. She goes out, runs up a $4,000 tab on his card, and then
Why
they
he's in
find her
jail?
while he's in jail, and then sends all kinds of text messages to him. Right? Then turns around, they find her like knocked out, by her closet, and she doesn't really know what's going on. Hearsay is saying that they coaxed her into saying that he assaulted her. So once all this stuff transpired, they already went to the first court date, and then they ended up, yes, sir. It's like you already
Mm.
guilty until proven innocent. That's true, man. So they turned around and presented the court with all the findings showing that she was at the club, she was moving around fine. Even her friends came out saying that she's the one that generally attacks him. And
Mm.
once this was all said and done and released, it was like, oh, he's about to get his name cleared. Then boom, Rolling Stone comes back and says that, oh, he has a history of being violent. He has a
Mm.
history of being abusive, but nobody was saying that, oh, this person said this or this. There was no, solid person saying that, oh, yeah, this is what Jonathan Majors was doing. So it's like, man, they are really trying to kill this dude's character, almost kind of like Johnny Depp, that whole thing with Amber Heard. It's like, man, everybody
Excuse me.
dropped him. Like for Jonathan Majors, his management company dropped him, his PR company dropped him. He had a couple of ads with the military, they dropped him. Only people that yeah, men do get abused too. Mike Lee 11-7. I never met
Oh my
anybody
God.
that was 8'7".
87.
He's up there. He's tall. Anyway, I don't understand how it is that they can come against somebody like this and not have anything solid.
And
At
here's the
least
craziest part. Here's the craziest part. Like they are so quick to, especially celebrities in these positions, so quick to do this, but when real situations happen like this,
mhm,
now the victims will the true victims are are like ridiculed and blame victim shaming or whatever
right.
because of situations like this. Like I
Yeah.
don't know, obviously we don't know what happened. Now things are starting to come out, which the truth always comes to light. Everybody knows that.
hmm
So it's just crazy to me that people do this and want to tear somebody down so badly
hmm
that they do this to them, and they don't think about not only like she was trying to hurt his career, and she was effective at it, because even if his name gets cleared, this will always be a blemish on
hmm
his career,
Understand.
period.
Yep.
um and so it's like, you, you're not gonna be, yeah, you're gonna be known for some of your roles, but like let's just, and I hate to do this because there were probably legitimate victims in this situation, but let's just take Bill Cosby for instance. Like
Mhm.
his situation came out way after his retirement,
Right.
and he had done so much work in the community prior to that,
Hmm.
and now nobody remembers all the good things that he's done. That one incident, which now is starting to come out that it was potentially, possibly, you know, fluffed. I won't say that it
Right.
was incorrect, maybe potentially fluffed, and boom. And it's like, not to be that guy because I'm most furthest away, but it's always it's always it kind of sucks that the men in these situations are always made the villain off the bat with no
Up
proof.
tops. Up
As long
tops.
as a woman says, "Oh, he did this to me,"
Hmm.
they are already like it hit the news like wildfire,
Yeah.
and it's just crazy because that's just not, you know. I love Megan Good. I didn't even realize that they were dating until recently. So
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
do like her, and I like
I
that. I
mean,
didn't think I liked her with her husband, but I didn't think that that was gonna work out. She's too much of a. I
wow.
think she's a free spirit. She's a free spirit. I don't think she's a
Hmm.
wild girl. She's a free spirit, and I think I'm glad that they're on good terms. But now she don't went back to the bad boys. She back in her biker boys days. She I don't converse with prospects. That was
Mm,
my favorite
mm,
line from Biker Boys, and she was like, "I don't converse with prospects." Her eyeliner used to just be okay. Now you already got a sneak peek at the other one. I hope everything works out for Jonathan Majors though, because
yeah,
his career
yeah,
was like skyrocketing, and then
yeah.
this just
It
was like,
was, it was going. But the one thing about it, like even you already changed it. So
oh, let me.
next
No,
subject.
that's
No,
okay.
go
Go
ahead.
ahead.
No, I was gonna
Okay,
say the one.
this
All
is
right.
something. Just say it. Say it, David. I'm not gonna say nothing. You say the doggone what you were trying to say. The one
Well,
thing
I was
about it
just
is,
the one thing about it is, it seems like whenever a actor, a, 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 a actor is going up real high and in high demand and not playing according to the way that Hollywood wants them to play, they tend to try to
mm-hmm,
knock them down a couple of pegs. And it's been seen like that for a few men, you know. Shoot, Bill Cosby, he was doing a lot, like you said, and then turned around, wanted to buy NBC, and then that deal got shelved, and a lot of other things happened during that time frame. Shoot. So it's funny when you
mm,
have Jonathan Majors kind of skyrocketing. I mean, I was talking to my brother about it the other day, where he was in so many different movies, but like Lovecraft Country, like a lot of people didn't watch that, but it got nominated for Grammy, and they canceled the show. The movie where he was a pilot was that
mm,
Devotion. That was a great movie that he played in. He starred in. Then he came in and he was doing Creed. He did that. He was
yeah. Don't
on
forget the
Marvel,
harder they fall. Don't
The Harder
forget the
They
harder they
Fall.
fall.
Yeah.
That was
Then
a
you
that
have
was a
the
good one.
Loki show that he was on for Marvel, and then he had the Kang movie. The Ant-Man and Wasp: Quantumania. He was the main villain in that movie. So
But
in just a little bit of time, he had solidified himself as a rising star. And all it takes is the allegation like this, basically, to make it done. You know,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
it's a
But it
strategy.
don't worry.
It's a strategy.
He's gonna bounce back, and I wish him the best. He's gonna bounce back.
Yeah, but the,
Now,
the cool thing about it is Marvel kept him. Even though all this stuff is going on, that's like the only ones that actually kept him on.
they want to
So
make
once
sure
it,
that he was, yeah.
yeah, yeah,
And
it's the
guess
only
what?
person.
He's gonna do some great things for them.
Oh yeah,
Loyalty is a big deal. Okay,
it
your
is.
two
All
minutes
right.
is up, sir.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm sorry. Let me get off the soapbox.
So I didn't even see this. You sent this to me, and you
Mhm.
said that this happened on 4th of July, right, in Ohio.
Yep, yep,
So
yep.
I
I
watched
mean,
the video when you sent it to me, and for those of you that don't know, apparently this semi truck, which is funny you say semi truck driver from earlier. semi truck driver went on a high speed chase with the police in Ohio. Now you have the sheriff there and the police department there. Now, if you watch this video, the police was over here where those cars are, to the left of the screen. That's where the police and the K9 were. The guy was on the right side of the screen, up the pavement a little bit, and you could hear the sheriffs telling them. The guy had his hands up, and he had taken them on a high speed with that semi truck, but he had his hands up. He was out of the truck. He was surrendering, and you can hear the sheriff saying, "Don't let that dog go! Don't let that dog go!" And the Ohio police let the dog go on the guy while he was surrendering.
Right.
And so
And the
now
crazy thing is
they're
he signaled. He signaled. It's like after he said it like 9 times. The sheriff did. He said, "Don't release the dog. Don't release the dog. Don't release the dog." And then
yeah,
you see the guy turn, let the dog. He runs up with the dog holding his collar, lets the dog go. The dog goes towards the sheriff, and then he turns and points directly at the guy. The dog goes on him, and the sheriff
yeah.
is like,
And the guy said in the video, towards the end of the video, he was like, "You let the dog bite me." Like, you let the
"Right,
dog bite me. I think that was interesting in itself because really, oh my gosh,
wow, really?"
wow. So hold on, let's back up for half of a second. Did
Right,
he?
right.
Yeah,
When you know
yeah. You know what? I honestly do believe. Yeah, yeah. Wink,
when you
wink
know a
was the
lot
key
of
word
people
in that.
when you know a lot of people, and that kind of goes back to the whole Hollywood. If you're not playing according to what they want, you know, they kind
Hmm.
of make you disappear. Like Epstein, he tragically committed suicide allegedly, then turn around the girl that he ran with ended up getting locked up, and you haven't heard anything
Who's?
else
What do you
about it.
mean?
Oh my
Who's the girl that he
goodness.
ran with?
Did
I
you
don't
not
see why I
watch
didn't keep.
or pay attention to Epstein at
No,
all? Jeffrey Epstein in
no.
the island where
Mm-mm.
everybody we used to go have fun at. Even one of the royals got
Yeah,
over
I
to
know
her.
what. Yeah, yeah. The not just one of them, the queen's son,
Yeah,
Andrew. That's why he was
yeah.
banished, whatever. Oh yeah, I
But
mean I know what was
yeah,
supposedly happening.
yeah, it was a lot of people that used to
Yeah,
go hang out on
exactly.
this island. So
I'm about to trademark this. What
yeah,
if
what he,
I'm about to trademark
yes,
this?
yes. So
This
the entirety of that really the entirety of that
who
is
let
like
the dogs
the
out? Woo, 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 woo. Sorry.
it was so bad that they asked at the time President Trump, about this woman. Ghislaine Maxwell is her name. Ghislaine Maxwell.
Okay.
And and they was like, so how do you feel about Ghislaine going to jail? And he's like, I don't know. I don't know, Ghislaine. And then they showed a picture of him and her together.
Oh my god. Let me just. You know what? I hope this guy in this police video gets what he needs because we have a whole different topic. We're already 30 minutes in, David. No,
Hey, you know what?
your friend. Oh wait, wait. Why did my husband say? I said this girl got the Jussie Smollett syndrome. He said no, Jussie Smollett.
Juicy Smollett.
So
Juicy.
first and foremost, we had this discussion about her last week. They found
Mhm.
her. At the time, we did not know that she was full of caca, which is poop. So, uh,
Mm,
I was looking through some things and I saw the thing where they were talking about a Tawana Blakely or something. This lady here, they said
mm,
basically. Hold on, let me see if I can make this because I need to look at it over here. But basically,
mhm.
what they're saying is, um, hold on, Tawana Browley. What they're basically saying is that for Black people, these are the three embarrassments for crying wolf. I was gonna make another joke here on this slide. What does Jussie Smollett plus the Twilight Wolf, Jacob. If they had a baby, it was gonna be Carly. But yeah, no, too much work.
Close
She was
enough. Close enough.
because
Poor
she got the
execution.
Jussie Smollett syndrome. Exactly.
Jesse
It wasn't gonna be
Smollett.
as funny as it was in my mind. You know how
Jesse
something is
Smollett.
in your mind so
Mm-hmm.
so funny. It wasn't as funny in my mind as
Nah,
it was on
nah,
paper.
nah. But did you laugh
Anywho,
at it? Did you giggle?
I
That's all that
did.
matters.
I did.
That's all that matters.
Apparently Carly Russell is now apologizing for the hoax. Her
Oh
mom is
yeah.
like, I don't want to talk about it. It's not a good time.
And then the lawyers are
Ma'am,
saying stuff
what?
about it. Yeah, you know, they have
So
a
many
lawyer
people
now
are saying, of course they
because
do, because she's going to shale. Is like in Mike's word when he was 2. You are going to shale. You are going to shale. If Mike didn't get a fruit snack, you're going to shale, mommy. You're going to shale.
so the thing about
I'm
that
just
is
saying.
you know, you got falsifying a report, you know, you got all the man hours for people trying to search for, you know, and then
Okay.
at first they were talking about, you know, because they,
Just
people
playing
came
on
together
911
and
is
made a GoFundMe, you know, and people were donating and stuff like that, you know, find Carly and
was they for real?
yeah, they were doing all kinds of stuff. So
And
now, you know, if they donated, you know, all they got to do is just request a refund, and they'll give the people their money back. But at first, they weren't even
damn,
refunding the money.
damn, Gina.
But it was just it's so much behind it. It makes no sense at all. But to take it to another level, another level. I don't know. Did you play the Powerball?
Hold up, before you go to the Powerball, wait a minute. So Cicely says her boyfriend is now her ex. I saw a comment from the boyfriend's sister, and it was on Facebook, and she was like, I know y'all been waiting on me to say something. My brother, like, she was basically like, my brother did whatever a good boyfriend was supposed to do, trying to go find his girl. I
Mm.
said, oh, she went and got her nails polished. She did snacks. She was cheating. That's what she was doing. They said
She
she had
didn't
bought
do
a
it.
ticket. She was
Yeah,
cheating, and she was about to go see her jump off. And she needed to buy herself a couple days. She had no idea that this was going to blow up. But I'm glad that they found her, because I really was like, oh my God. She did what anybody would have done, pulled over on the side. Like when the story first broke, the original story first broke, I was like, oh my God. Uh oh, that was totally not the comment. I was
well, figuratively and
and literally,
literally, he was well
apparently, I wouldn't. Oh God, I was trying to click on this one for Cicely. Yeah, my bad, people.
that
Anywho,
that
I
comment
think
was how many minutes old?
no, it was 7:43 just now.
Just now. All right,
Yeah,
there's a
but
delay.
here's the thing. I honestly think that somebody had mentioned, everybody's making fun of her and joking about her, but she's obviously got something going on in her head. Well, let's just call a spade a spade. Everybody was making fun of Jussie Smollett. He ruined his own career in this case,
Oh yeah,
but I mean, he could have had something in his mental state. Like, people have to stop, and that's the same thing going back to Jonathan Majors. All this stuff circling together. People have to stop utilizing traumatic and tragic situations for their own personal gain, because when people actually do experience these, people are not going to believe them or believe in them. And it makes it
hmm
harder for true victims of domestic violence or true victims of crimes to have their cases or their stories or whatever heard, their voices heard, because people like this, people like Carly
hmm
Russell and Jussie Smollett, or,
juicy
people that are accusing men or women of, abuse or
sexual.
whatever the case is.
Yeah,
When you cry wolf like this, it makes it harder for people that truly do need to be heard. And it really
right,
sucks,
right.
because it's like the whole world was up in arms about this woman. Oh my God, bring her home. And her parents were legitimately worried. Her boyfriend was legitimately worried. Could you imagine being like in tears and worried, thinking your child could be dead or something, and she playing a game. She playing an adult version of hide and go seek. She out here eating Cheetos and getting her nails painted in a cave.
Right.
And when she first came back, the parents said the police are actively looking for her abductor. Well, they already found her when she came back.
Right.
But okay, so let's see what Cicely says. Let me hit the right comment this time. It was said her ex was cheating and she did this to get his attention. Oh wow. Okay. You did a lot. Now you got everybody's attention.
Yep. But the funny thing about it, well, I guess it's not.
It's
really
hard to
all
gather
fun.
facts though, Mike, when these things like time is of the essence in a kidnapping or an abduction situation. Everybody knows that. Everybody knows that time is of the essence. So they probably were trying to gather the facts, but they were releasing as much as they could because this was probably a very unique situation. And
Yeah.
they probably in the law enforcement mind, they probably were like, if somebody is using a quote unquote toddler on the highway in the middle of the night or whatever to abduct young women or drivers, then the community needs to know about this. And that's probably where they was like, push it out. We'll get the rest of the details later. At least people
Right.
will know, you know, call the police and stay in your vehicle or stay nearby or whatever. You know, but that was, I mean, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That whole situation is crazy, and I do truly feel like I hope she gets the
help.
I hope she gets the help that she needs, and Juicy Smollett too. I mean, Juicy
Yeah. I
Smollett.
mean, but
Mike.
just like you said, these people are doing these things for attention.
Yes.
There's
Yes.
attention that's wanted. I mean, and that goes back to why I asked, did you play Powerball?
Oh yeah, because I do that for attention, most definitely.
No. So, the Powerball was won. Of course, somebody won it. It was
In
out in
California, yeah.
California. Yeah, and somebody just walked in and said that she was the one that won the Powerball, but she wasn't the one that won the Powerball.
Oh, you know how many people do that? Does she have the ticket?
No, so she just went in there, and and the anchor was there, and she just made a whole huff and puff about it, and it's just like people are doing stuff. Yeah, that woman.
So Cicely's in California, so she probably I didn't hear about that. She's in California, so she probably knows a lot more about it. So I knew about the last guy that won the billion, maybe within the last year. The last time it was up that high, I know that some guy went into they're saying that they stole the ticket. Some dope dealer named Reggie. He let Reggie, because he's not a registered citizen. I guess the guy's story. He's suing this guy Reggie and the actual dude that claimed it, saying that he gave the winning ticket. The guy who's suing, we'll call him, I don't know. Well, I don't want to do that because I don't want to teeter totter. We'll just say Mr. A. Mr. A. He gave the ticket to a guy named Reggie, and Reggie wouldn't give the ticket back to him unless they agreed upon him giving him some of the money from the winnings. But the guy said he gave it to Reggie because he was not a citizen. He was a legal alien, so or immigrant. Sorry, illegal immigrant, and so he didn't think he was in here illegally or whatever. So he gave the thing to Reggie, and then Reggie supposedly gave it to the guy that actually claimed it. So now that guy is suing both of them. But and then the lottery is like, we go through great measures to make sure we have the correct winner. I will tell you this though, there have been times that that's been done to them. That one black guy, he's always over. But then there's times where there's people that have tried to submit the tickets, and they're like, huh?
No, I was reading the comment.
Oh, there's been times that people have tried to claim it, and they're like, they go back and look at the footage when the ticket was purchased, and they're like, no, that wasn't you. And then there was a situation where someone in a state won and the person tried to claim it, and they were like, no, the video is not consistent or whatever. So that's what they really should do when they get these, especially these massive lottery ones, because there's a guy in Texas that he's getting sued too because he had his underage son go in and actually purchase the tickets, and he won, and now they're saying it's a voided prize because the person who actually purchased the tickets was not old enough by age. And so then they're like, well, now the store is suing this guy as well as the lottery because, and I want to
Because
say
the
it's a
store gets a
Texas lottery
kickback. They get a
because
kickback.
they kickback got kicked back. They kickback got kicked back. That's why they're suing him too. So it's like he's getting sued twice, and then he's basically like, well, they knew he was underage, and they've never had a problem. He always goes and buys my lottery tickets, yada yada yada, and they're like, nah, you knew, and it says on the rules, so it's void, and so now the lottery won't pay him out, and now the store wants their money back because they got the money from the lottery or was supposed to, and they didn't now because of this situation. Let's get into our. This is gonna be an interesting topic, not even fun. I barely even seen this. Somebody I
How
know
how
had
you miss this?
posted. Well,
Miss this?
because I've been focusing a lot on projects. I don't watch TV a lot, and
I don't watch TV.
I was on Facebook and somebody was like Florida, and I'm thinking whenever somebody says Florida, and smacks their face, yeah,
Mhm.
Florida
A
is that
Florida
state.
man, a Florida
Florida
man
is got
today,
mil
a Florida
Florida
man.
Florida got middle child syndrome really bad,
Mm.
real bad.
You
Okay,
haven't seen
Cicely
it?
says she
Okay.
hasn't seen it. So let me
Okay.
tell you what's going on. Let's go back to our basically in Florida, Cicely. They are saying, or is it the mayor or the governor or something is basically
See,
saying,
this is what happened. So
mm,
the governor has been doing a lot of stuff in Florida. They don't say gay bill that they're rolling out, the woke bill that they got rolled out. They're banning a lot of books that are about slavery, written by all these black authors or anybody that's a color. It seems like, and this new thing that they rolled out is saying that slavery was beneficial to the slaves, and they acquired skills that helped them get by.
ooh,
And
my throat is
so
dry.
and when you think about it, it's like this: you're trying to tell me that people that were considered property were able to gain skills and go out on the corner and actually use said skills to have a beneficial life. But yet, in retrospect, these people were able to generate millions of dollars and
For you.
make companies and begin to make legacies for their families. And yet, the people that they said got said skills to benefit their lives did not benefit from them at all.
Yep, because I still waiting on my 40 acres. And even though I'm only part, I could
So
at least give me
it's
2 acres and a half a mule. I don't even want the mule. Just give me 2 acres.
it's hard to even comprehend that somebody can actually come out and say that with a straight face and say that, hey, slavery was beneficial for these people. But let's go ahead and take their logic, okay? Let's take their logic, and this is going to ruffle some feathers, and people are probably going to get mad, but it has to be said. Now, look at it this way: if you said slavery benefited people, so when somebody is sexually trafficked, they are a slave too. So are they being benefited from this said situation? I think not. But from their logic, it sounds right. Same thing with child deals. It's like, dude, what are you thinking? It makes no sense at all. But there's so many people that are so hell bent on making stuff like this okay that we can't even see the forest from the trees. This makes no sense. It makes no sense at all. It's like, bro,
So this is my thing. First and foremost, I feel like a lot of these politicians, especially these American politicians, they do things for shock factor because we are coming up on a voting year. We are about to, they're trying to make their name and themselves recognizable. So they do things in my opinion for shock factor.
right?
But for an entire state to agree to this, like, are you kidding me? And then the fact that I know that the higher courts, the Supreme Court, things like that can't really step in, but like, I mean, first of all, you guys reversed Roe v. Wade.
Right.
You're you're changing and uprooting so much of what and it had to been a somebody that was not a slave, was not their ancestor. Excuse me.
No,
Now,
no, no, no. Hold on.
yeah, go,
Let's keep going.
yeah.
Let's keep going. Let's keep going.
I'm trying
So
to be politically correct
no,
here,
since
but
you
at the
brought
same
up Roe
token, it's just
versus
like,
Wade being taken out, affirmative action is actually being taken out too, and that was voted on by our Supreme Judge Clarence Thomas, which is a black man who was able to get
it
into
sounds
Yale
like it.
because of affirmative action. But yet then he turns around and says that we don't need it after he's benefited from it. I think that makes sense.
You know what? I'm about to make a meme out of just that. If you would have been looking at the camera, because you're looking up somewhere, I don't even know who's you looking at, but I could have made that into a meme. After he benefited, make it make sense. The
Make
words
it
of Daddy
make
Porter.
sense. Make it make sense. I mean, look,
I
it the funniest thing that it seems like all the people are are doing the most. I mean, you got George Santos that just robbed everybody blind, and
not
then
blind. They probably seen it.
I
Maybe
mean,
no KY jelly, but
this dude was married.
he probably WITEF
Then he came
them.
out as gay. Then
Wait,
he said,
who is this? I'm about to go Google him
"George,
now.
you don't know about George Santos? Do you? Oh my goodness. Maybe I'm into politics a little bit more than I know. But George Santos, I think he is the governor, senator, Rhode Island, one of those. Anyway, what happened was this dude ran, got voted in. He turned around and said that he was the first openly gay. Then he said his mom was in one of the towers when they went down. That was a lie.
Don't tell
He
me he
said
was
that
lying.
he
Oh my God.
he went to the Harvard or Yale, one of them. He lied. Uh, he worked for like some stock brokerage, and said
He
he was
lied.
like one. He lied. There was
Was he like Jussie Smollett's cousin?
no. He's like J.C. Smollett to the third power
No, the
because he
10th,
had
because everything about him he lied.
dude.
This is about the song. We about to make a whole rap out of this. He told me that he went to Yale, but he lied. Oh, dude. That's why I don't know why I'm into that song these days.
But he lied. But yet this person, they kept him around. They kept him as part of the Republican Party, and it's like, dude, why is it that they could lie? Yes, he's the future president. Because
Stop it. Stop. Don't wish that
if you
into
could
my
lie,
existence.
I think what it is if you can lie, and I mean tell a lie with a straight face, you could be a politician.
And you just told a bunch of kids, as long as they lie with a straight face, they could be a politician. You could be
According to
anything
the
you
way
want to
that
do. All you got to do is lie
according
and
to
keep your face
how
straight.
politics are set up right now, if you can lie with a straight face and believe it yourself, you can make it.
That's a sad existence that we live in.
It is.
Especially that we like there. I can, okay, so this might ruffle some feathers for real, for real.
That's true,
I do
right?
not agree. I do not agree, not even an ounce a bit or a little bit, of the fact that they did anybody a favor by making them a slave and allowing them skills or whatever the hell they're trying to say. Hell no. You didn't do anybody a favor, because a lot of people got killed, families got broken up. People, don't even know their lineage because of things like this. Let's just keep it a spade, right? You went to Africa, you got all these black people, you brought them to America to make them slaves for American people. Africa already actually, I mean, look at their societies and their communities. They already do a lot of things that, that a lot of people cannot do when it comes to, especially outdoor work. If you want to compare like farming to, like, maybe they don't have the same amenities and things that we have here, but their ability to adapt to their situations, you can't take credit for the strength of a black person. You cannot do that because any other type of person or whatever, a lot of people would have broken in those situations,
Mhm.
and they did. A lot of them did break, but and I'm trying to. If you see me hesitating, it's because I'm trying to make sure that I articulate this correctly and what I'm trying to say, so it doesn't get misunderstood.
Right.
Many people would have broken in a situation of being a slave,
Hmm.
especially under the conditions that they were subjected to. But look how amazing black people are. Not only did we bind together during those times, but we created traditions that made us feel good in times that we should have not, that we should not have felt good. It made us stronger
Hmm.
together because, and so you can't take the credit. Oh, we gave you skills. So now you're admitting to being a shitbag? Is that what we're doing? Like we did
That's Sicily. That's what they were
look at
doing.
Africa in period. You go to Africa, you see all the kids running around.
Mhm.
They're bonding together. You see all the women get together to cook a big meal for the entire village. You see them all going down to the river or whatever, the water to get water and bringing it back together. You see them all, there's one place and I don't know if this is everywhere, but I know I remember reading an article where they were talking about a lot of the women, if one of the women is sick or something like that, another
Mhm.
mother will breastfeed their baby.
Mhm.
So that is a true epitome of it takes a village. That is true epitome of we are stronger than you would have ever. Like you tried to break us and we're still strong. You're still trying to break us and we're still strong. We still like you don't see a lot of other communities bonding together to do things as a community. Uh,
Mhm.
but you just they're trying to, it's just any little thing that we do to progress ourselves there or elevate ourselves, even how we pulled ourselves up from the bootstraps during slavery, they're still going to try to take credit for it. Oh, we
Right.
gave y'all that opportunity. You know what you did? You gave us an opportunity to teach our kids what not to do. That's what you did. And
See the
how
thing.
dare you try to go into a school system where you're educating the future of this nation in one state, which obviously is a effed up state as it is, but you're
Mhm.
educating the future of this nation in that state, and this is what you're going to try to tell them? You better stop
Mic
playing with
drop.
me. We shouldn't even have did this topic. I told you we shouldn't have done this.
I'm
Mm.
just saying it's certain things that people do not see, and I think what it is they try to hide it. They try to hide a lot of the stuff that they're doing in politics now because if they shed enough light on it, I think a lot of this stuff would be halted. And it makes no sense. Like they don't want to tell.
But they playing with fire.
Right.
You're
They don't
you're
want to tell
playing with
history.
an entire history of people that
Right.
you guys screwed over. You make me passionate
But
now. Let me calm
but
down. Let me go down.
but they don't
Look, I'm
want to
about to
say that
wind my
because
shoulder up.
what happens is, and you hear it on a lot of different broadcasts and stuff like that, where other children are sitting up there saying, "You mean that my great 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 grandfather did this to little Devin's people? His mom and dad had to go through that." And they're like, we don't want our children to have shame about where they came from, but yet it's okay to just neglect or just push the mute
They
button
trying to
on
rewrite
what.
history to what they
Yeah,
want it to be,
they
and that's
only want
not.
to
Yeah,
show what they feel America was, but America was built on bloodshed. America is built.
built on the
They took
backs of black
they
people.
they took the land that they said that they found, but there were people already here. The Native Americans were already here, and then too many greats. Yeah, but I'm just saying, it's just like, how do you do that? How do you tell somebody that, hey, how you came to be doesn't really matter? All the things that your grandparents, your great grandparents, great greats, all the people before you, they don't matter. All the hardships and things that they endured, that doesn't matter. But yet you want to say that this history, this lineage of this country is so great, but yet you won't tell the full story of how it came to be.
Mm. But mm, no comment. I'm done with it because you know what? I don't thank God that we are as strong as we are. Thank God that we have been able to try and overcome, because I can't even say we've overcome all of this because look at what we're dealing with now. You know, all we see in the news is unarmed black people getting killed. But I
Right.
think what it is that they probably look at like, I think we have to start to be our own advocates for much more than just what they do to us.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like when I was growing up, and I'm an '80s baby, so I'm not that much. You know, I'm 40, but when I was growing up, you know, kids weren't babied the way the kids are babied right now. We walked to
No.
school in elementary school. We walked to the swimming pool, and you know, we had to deal with, you know, we didn't get McDonald's. That was a treat. We
Right.
had to learn how to, we had to, yes ma'am, no ma'am. A lot of times, and this irritates my soul, my grandparents were very strict on manners, being polite to you, respecting your elders,
Mhm.
very, very strict. Nowadays, I'll tell my son to say yes ma'am, no ma'am, and that somebody will be like, oh, he don't gotta call me ma'am. The hell he does. Yes,
No,
he
you don't.
absolutely does.
That
And people
whole
that
idea.
but it helps. Yes, exactly what you're about to say. The whole idea of, well, we not in what generational curse how you broken, blah blah blah. And this is how we shift. This is how everything starts to change,
Mhm.
because we start to lose respect for one another. We start to, and just people in general, but we start to lose the solidarity that we've had. We start to lose the respect, the mannerisms, and that makes it easier for people like this person to step in and be like, well, you know, blah blah blah. Because
Right.
let's just, I mean, this is not to, this is our ancestors, and really literally like my great grandfather. My great grandfather, I'm not even kidding, marched or went, he went to the, they have a picture of him at the movies with Dr. Martin Luther King.
Hmm.
Okay? That was a point that we weren't even allowed to vote. Do you hear me? That
Hmm.
was a point that we weren't even allowed to sit in the same eating areas, shopping
No.
areas. We had to go around back like the trash. That was the 60s, the 50s. That wasn't even that long ago. So to see that they fought so hard to even get a seat on the bus, to even get an opportunity to vote. And then we have to deal with situations like this where there's so many minorities that are like, I'm not gonna vote. My vote doesn't matter.
Right.
I'm sorry, what? But then you, so don't complain when you're going through things like this, because Florida has, not gonna be funny, Florida has enough black people or minorities in it
Hmm.
for them to overturn some of these ridiculous things that they're doing, or for them to put other senators or people in those seats.
Right.
They got enough people if they just understood that that's one of, you ever hear your mama say you don't know your own strength?
Hmm.
That's one of those things.
Right.
That's one of those things because they don't know their own strength. Strength is in numbers, and they don't, a lot of people are, you know, like she's saying big mama is 40 now, exactly.
Mhm.
And so a
But
lot of people are not being, I don't know.
I
Maybe
think
we're not
I think
exposed, but when you take away stuff like that, then that doesn't help it either.
I think it's funny you bring it up that strength gets in numbers. Down in Florida, when they started banning a lot of the illegal aliens, they had that go in the law, in the law, and a lot of them just didn't show up to work. So a lot of the farms were empty. A lot of the housing developments that had carpenters and stuff like that, nobody showed up. They got whole housing developments where they're just empty because of this. It's been crazy. So
Yeah.
it's the numbers of the people that said we're not going to go for this, and then a lot of truckers started saying that they're not going to deliver to Florida because of this. You know,
A lot of people, when we were going on our cruise just in June, a lot of people were saying, you know, a lot of black people were canceling their cruises because of how they have been doing black people in that state. And
Mhm.
people were like, and then some people were like, well, I live here, there's nothing I can do. But
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of people were angry at some of the things that were going on, and they were changing it. And
Mhm.
that's the craziest thing. Like my entire family, you know, my family, we're a melting pot. So
Mhm.
it's like I have no parts of me that are like, I don't like you because you're white, or I don't like you because you're black, or I don't like you
Mhm.
because whatever. That's not something that exists within me because of who I am and how I was raised.
Right.
I mean, my both my grandmothers are full blooded Hawaiian, so both my parents are Hawaiian. And
Mhm.
then one grandfather, you know, he's Irish and Native American and black, and we were the first free slave black people to live in the town that we grew up in, you know. And then I got another one that so when we were in during the summers, we'd go down to Mississippi in the cotton fields. Again, I'm an 80s baby. You talking
Mhm.
about Mississippi and cotton fields in the 90s. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mhm.
we're not too far from those times in our life that these things were happening. We're not too far from it, but it's like they go backwards. And again, I go
Yeah.
back to the fact that I feel like sometimes this shit is just shock value. Why would you even fix your little chubby mouth to say, little sausage mouth to say, you've seen him, haven't you?
Mhm.
Okay, I'm just making sure. But why would you fix your mouth to even say that we helped? Let me stop. You're right. You did a good comparison. There was
Mhm.
one what was it, the mayor or something, one of the other political people was like, we didn't say that, he said that, we didn't say
Right.
that, he said that.
Well, he started backtracking. It's Governor Ron DeSantis, and he said, "No, no, no. The education, and the education department
Hold
came
on, let
up
me
and said
see.
that." Yeah,
uh
yeah, it's Ron DeSantis
yeah.
is the one that did it, and Chris Christie, you know, he's been. Yeah, none of those people actually have a backbone and stand up for
And this
anything.
dummy here, unskilled Florida man regrets missing out on being enslaved. Boy, if you don't shut your mouth. That's just ignorance, complete ignorance. And you got the nerve to boy, let me shut up. I was about to say the wrong word.
Yeah.
You know what?
So.
It's and this is just on time for us to be at however many minutes we're at.
Mhm.
I can't even. Mm. I ain't even gonna say nothing. I'm not even gonna say nothing. What I will say is that, oh, oops, sorry, David. Let me put you back
No, that's
in.
okay. Just
Are you
keep me
back?
out the picture. I don't mind.
My bad. Let's start with some
Oh,
words of wisdom before we get up out of here. Next week, we're gonna try to tap in with some uh uh guests. We're gonna try to have our first guest next week, and I know
okay.
I'm excited
You,
about that. I don't know if he's
which way?
excited
Which
about
way are
it,
we
but
going?
we're gonna
Which
try
way
to
we
have our
going?
first guest next week. We're
Which
gonna try to
one
have
we
our
going?
first guest next week.
You ain't gonna tell me who we gonna go with?
Uh,
You don't know. You don't know. Are
no,
we?
I
Are
mean,
we doing?
yeah,
Are
I'll
we
tell
doing?
you.
We doing
No,
community?
we have some options. Oh, yes, that's an option too. We do have some options. So we're gonna
Yeah.
try to have our first guest next week, and have a conversation, and then we're gonna try to have a guest like every other week,
Right.
in probably, so you guys can get a taste of some other things.
Yeah. See some new
We are gonna
faces.
slowly build back up and do what we need to do, and we're gonna build this podcast on my back and your back too.
I was about to say your
Hey,
back.
wait, let me just take you out on a high note. On a high note, I was watching this real video, and this girl had these salads, and you know how they. I remember a fitness guru say that salads are only healthy if you don't put all that crap on it. Like once you start adding so much stuff on it, it takes away the health benefits of it. And
Uh-huh.
so this lady was like, I'm out here making salads, y'all. And this one lady said, what's the salad called? She said, big back salads.
Big backs.
And you see the salad, it's got chicken, turkey, ham, cheese, bacon. She said, these big back salads. I said, you damn
Yeah,
right. It's
that
gonna
you
keep your
ain't
back
trying to
big.
unbig
Let me
your
get
back.
one.
You
As a matter of fact, let me
definitely
get
about to
two.
be swole. Extra swole with that salad.
Man, I don't even care. I'm already married. My unbig back is gonna listen. But I have a thing for strawberry salads right now with the vinaigrette. I put
Mm,
walnuts in it and strawberries with
okay.
either a poppy seed or vinaigrette, but I really been eating like this blush, and then I'll get like a piece of salmon or some shrimp. Oh my god.
Oh
Mm.
yeah, that works.
Y'all don't even
That
know. Y'all
works.
don't even know.
Big my
Hey,
back
hey
salads.
pal.
That sounds like a marketing thing right there.
Unbig
Big my
my
back.
back. Say I'll
Make
be
it
skinny
small again.
again.
Take away the gas and acid reflux
Unbig
that keep
these
coming
rolls you
out my
put on the
mouth.
back of. Yeah. Oh my. Let me tell you something real quick. I went on live last night and I was making a bacon and egg sandwich last night. And I'm gonna just tell you this. So we was at the store yesterday, my nephew and my son, and I said I'm gonna go get me some of this sugar daddy, but I was trying to say the scrub daddy, and I was like I'm about to go get me some sugar daddy. So my nephew says, my nephew says, "What's a sugar daddy?" And my son says, "Oh, sugar daddy's like your boyfriend." And I'm like, "Okay, yeah, sure." So we get home and I'm telling Mike, I'm like, Mike, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, yeah, I got the new sugar daddy. And I said it again, not, I wasn't trying to be funny.
Not paying
He just said
attention.
it. I said, I got the new sugar daddy. And my nephew comes back and says, Auntie, I still don't know what a sugar daddy is. And Mike was like, it's like they got candy. And I was like, yeah, they do have candy. And he was like, do they have lollipops?
Why? Why? You could have left that
David,
alone. You
do
could have
you
left that
know how much
alone.
I didn't say anything. I didn't say anything else. And my silence was enough because my son was like, ew, ew, mom. I didn't
And you
say
wonder
nothing else.
why he acts the way he does.
And no, he catches on to this. Some of the stuff he
That's what I'm
catches on
saying.
to.
He is too
He's
smart for you to
kids are
be trying to
smarter.
talk code
Yes.
around him. You cannot talk code around
Kids
that boy. That boy picks up on everything. Like quick.
kids are smarter than you give them credit for because when I tell you this little boy, uh, I didn't say nothing. Hold on. Give me a sec. Um, I didn't tell. I've never talked to him about sugar daddies. Now I don't. I'll joke with him about some things, and I will talk to him about serious matters like unaliving yourself and things like that, or like some of these
Mhm,
kids that are, taking these Snapchat medications. I will talk to him about things that are serious like that. But
mhm.
a sugar daddy, I ain't telling him no sugar daddy. But when he looked at me and said,
Apparently, he figured
"Does
it
he
out.
have lollipop? Does he have a lollipop?" And I was like, mm-hmm. But I didn't say nothing. I didn't say nothing. But I was thinking, he does have a lollipop. uh, shoot. Twin, my bad. Happy birthday, Twin. Happy birthday. Happy
Big
birthday
black
to
is gonna
you.
definitely get
Twin just turned, seasoned.
it.
Oh, what you mean you're not coming to karaoke? Because we
That's not
acting a fool on the podcast? It's tomorrow night, 7:30. Come by, come by, come by, come by. Come see us.
kumbaya.
I think I'm doing. Oh my god. So David, before we go, because I said we was gonna go 10 minutes ago, but tomorrow our theme is pick your poison, which I never nominate themes. This in the 7 years I've been doing karaoke.
Pick
Sis,
your
I wasn't gonna
poison.
tell your age. I was gonna let you do it, and you did it.
Dun,
54.
dun,
Okay,
dun.
so I
Hey
chose
man,
this.
that is a wonderful restaurant, by the way. 54th Street. Yes, I do partake.
Oh my
It's
god.
good.
Oh, you do partake. Do they have lollipops?
Mother- really? Really?
That was the ultimate setup. I swear that was the ultimate. You should.
You,
Yes, I do partake. Okay. You trying to look for
54th
you a
Street?
sugar
Heck yeah.
mama.
Some rattlesnake pasta from 54th
I
Street?
bet.
Yes. You
Look,
know what, Mike?
Mike said, got
Hold on.
him.
Hold on. Let's do this. Since Mike want to be on here and don't talking stuff. Yeah, Mike. Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
Lord. Okay, so anyways, pick your
Uh-huh.
poison. It was a theme that I put out, and it's based on genres. So every team had to pull a hat, a genre out of a hat, and they have to perform 3 songs tomorrow based on the genre. My team, I was hoping and praying we would at least get
That's
R&B or
messed
hip
up.
hop,
Who is
and
that right there? You see that guy right there?
and
Is that pink or is that salmon?
all I see is John in a salmon shirt. So my team pulled out musicals, and if y'all know anything about my team, we are soulful. We don't do musicals, although we do have a new person on our
I
team,
did
and he is very
musicals.
much a theater kid. So our yes, and so I'm doing a song off The Greatest Showman tomorrow.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, and my voice has been hoarse for like the last 3 days. My voice has been
Honey,
extremely
cough
hoarse.
drops.
Yeah, I know. Yes, I'm. Yes, that's
You,
pink. Salmon is lighter.
oh, so you claiming your Barbie heritage now, huh? I see you out here. I see you out here, Ken. I see
I'm
you.
a
I
Barbie
see you.
girl in a Barbie world. Something, something wrapped in plastic. Anyway, so
Yeah, yeah.
I'm excited for next week. Let's get our guests on here. Let's do what we do. You guys tap in at 7 o'clock. We are going to be on time next week. We had technical difficulties. We were both on here 30 minutes before, and it took us that long to figure out what the heck was going on. And it was me, my fault. That's okay.
I am
So,
not in hot pink right now, Mike. This is red.
shots fired.
This is red, sir.
And you know what?
Jeez.
This hat, I just want to tell you guys, this hat is so special to me. This is my grandfather's hat.
Oh
I keep it locked up so that Mike doesn't mess with it because I have to keep this forever. But this is my grandpa's hat. So I was super excited to put it on today because I was kind of tired and drained and everything. So I was excited. So anyway, David, do you have any adios words?
Adios
Mm-mm.
words.
No,
Words of
no.
wisdom.
Oh, and tomorrow, next week we're gonna do our ooh wee time. Can you make me a sound bite with that? Our
Yeah,
ooh
I'll
wee
find
time.
some.
I like that. You like that?
Ooh-wee.
I like it.
Okay. So words of wisdom.
Ah, yes. And
Words of wisdom.
yes.
Okay. Words of wisdom. I
Everybody
guess
put
we
one.
need to get serious for a minute here. We talked about some pretty good serious things. I mean, some things. I feel that we
Yes.
brought some things to light. Uh, I would just say this to you out there in the We Time world, all that are listening. You got to put that one up there. That's what I'm talking about. That's
I love you
family
too.
support right there. That's family support right there. Tish brought it up. There's strength in numbers. So just remember that as you do this thing called life, you weren't meant to do it alone. There's always somebody out there that wants to help you as you go in the trenches and on these long paths to where you're going. If you feel like you're alone, just feel free to reach out to one of us. We'll talk to you. And there's always people in your family that will talk to you too. As a couple people on the chat, I had the pleasure of talking with, and it's always been fun. Tish, we always talk about a lot of different things, but
Yeah.
don't isolate yourself. It's the worst thing you can do. Instead, when you feel alone, you get around people, do things. It's when you do the opposite of how you feel is when you get the breakthrough.
Yeah. You should have let me do my words of wisdom first.
Well, fine.
You were so serious. I just wanted to be like, you are not alone. But my words of wisdom, don't get caught in the streets with pink, but you cool if you got on salmon. I swear, y'all, I could be serious for 5 minutes. I really can. I really can. This just ain't the environment for me to do it, okay?
No, 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 no. This is definitely not the environment.
This was
Environment.
not the environment. Mm-mm. No,
No,
sirree, Bob.
no.
See y'all next Tuesday with our special guests. We'll figure out who it's going to be, and we will give you guys a couple teasers. Adios, amigos, in We Time World. Is that what you said?
Yeah, we time world. Peace.
And maybe next week, David will look straight at the camera instead of looking up at his monitor. Maybe? No? Can we get. Yeah. Bop, 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 bop. You did say you wanted to be Jamaican, right?
Jamaica man. Where you
All
live at,
right,
man?
adios, me.
Boy.
Stop playing. Oh my God. Bye, y'all. We'll see y'all. Tap in next Tuesday, 7 o'clock. We Time Podcast with Tish Kanani and DJ Spin I Am. We'll holler at you
DJ
later.
I am.